everyone, welcome back to the channel. I've not uploaded in a couple months because I haven't really got that much interesting content to upload. I've been doing little bits and bobs to the truck, but nothing really that interesting enough to upload as a video. I've got little Markle's 1380 Mini coming up on the channel. He's getting that MOT'd and set up, and then we're going to get a review of that. Big John sold his Sierra and he's bought a Mk2 Escort with a Pinto in it, so we'll do another review on that as well. He's just doing a few bits of that and then we'll get it on. But this video is about my Mk2 Escort. I'm going to be doing a complete thread vlog, whatever you want to call it, from a shell up. I dropped it off to my mate in September to be painted. It took a while to paint it because it was a bit of a, you know how it is with mates and things like that. We're going to get it back here, get it in the garage somehow. The cos is probably going to go into storage. 80% of my car is there, maybe a little bit more than that. All my suspension, cage and whatnot's there. I'm gonna give a little bit of history on the car later. I'm gonna show the bits I've already got for it, explain what bits I need. Also gonna explain the process of how I'm gonna build it in what sort of stages. And yeah, that's it. So let's go and pick it up.
Fucking
Say hello, kids. He's the one. He's doing his bit for retch starts and picking the car for nothing. Car's back. It's out there. The garage is a mess, so somehow we're going to fit all three in here. So I'm going to sort that out. The toolbox actually used to be here, put it on this wall. We used to have all these blue boxes down the side here, but we've moved them all. I'm going to try to get all three in. I'm going to put my car a long ways here, so I should just about have enough room to work around it comfortably, I hope. But I'm probably going to put the engine in outside, so it's a little bit easier. Got a load more space on the wall now. We've cleared out this side, so we're going to put a load of new things up. Some of our old cars, my banner, some Red Bull stuff.
He's the Anglia burnout king.
Wait. Don't just been here like balls, yeah.
Oh wait, I'll head like there and like here. Ready?
The legs are trying to fucking
Oh, it's done.
yeah, it's just slow. Just do a little bit and a little bit.
Wait. So this is where it's going to sit for the next however long, not sure. Right, so the garage is finally moved around. We had a toolbox put here, originally it was here. Basically we cleared out the whole side so we can fit mine in here. I'm sure there'll be a clip of us moving it over. We're just lifting it because obviously it's light. I'm going to do a little bit of a background history on the car. So originally my dad's mate owned it for, I think it was about 17 years. It was in not barn, but it was in storage. He just never got around to doing it. I had a Z3M coupe that he wanted at the time, and we done a Part X deal. I mean, I've been after this car for years. I say years, probably 5 years. I was always interested in it. When I originally bought it, it had an ST225 lump mounted in it, which is why this cross member here is obviously like been cut and shut. This was going to originally be plated, but the more and the more I looked into it, the more and more I thought about it. The ST225 engine was just going to be too much ag, so I opted for a Duratec in the end, which we'll go over later. I've got a few videos and photos of building it, putting it together and that. But yeah, the car's quite a well-known car. The reg is TPO 749T. It was quite known in like the South London area back in the 90s. I've got both magazines that I could find for it. So this one I think is Classic Ford in April 1999, and this is when a fella called John Coyle owned it. He had the RS2000 chain drive in it, so it's a really well-known car. Obviously, I think it actually come off the road in about 2001. This is it with John Coyle again with the chain drive in it. I'm not sure if it was actually linked yet in these. I'm not sure if it was linked or it was linked after these features. But yeah, really well known car. It had a good spec then. It had, what did it have in it here? So it had the RS2000 lump on 48s, HD racing manifold. It had the Crave straight cut in it. ZFLSD. Oh, Atlas, which I've still got with it now. I've still got baby Atlas on it now. So yeah, it's got a really good bit of history around the car. It used to have triangle vents in the bonnet, which I'm also going to throw up a couple of photos of it that people have sent me, that have people have got over the years or whatnot. Originally they was around here, but I'm going to have them along here. Or actually they might have been here and here, because I know when it had the chain drive in it, they was having quite a lot of problems with heat, and I'm sure it was hydrolocking. But yeah, the plan is just to get it going as quick as I can. I'm not going to rush it. I've probably got, I want to say 80% of the parts. I'm going for like a fast road track build, which is mainly going to be used on the road. I will use it on track here and there, but I'm planning to use it quite a lot. Obviously it's just been painted, it's back in the original signal yellow. I'm going to be putting the Mexico stripes back on it, because it is a genuine Mexico, but I'm going to be having the stripes in like an anthracite colour to match the engine. I'll post a couple photos of my engine, because at the minute it is over in this corner, so it's a bit difficult to see, but I'll get over to it where I can. So yeah, it's a Duratec ST150, so it's got the better head, bigger valves, Gen V bodies, underslung linkage, Simpson manifold, retro Ford sump and all that. This is like a homemade water rail. It was just a little bit cheaper to do, and I like the look of it a bit better than the retro Ford one. We've got straight cut Type 9. It's got the gearbox spacer on it. We've got a hydraulic clutch. This is a remote bleed nipple. That's why I've got that on there, because obviously once the box is in, you can't really see it, but you can't actually bleed them. I've got Gartrack hydraulic pedal box, second hand, but I've got that for quite a good price. I think I only paid £2.5 for that. Obviously originally they're about 450 quid. That's the cage, or half the cage. I've actually got a full cage double door bars to go back in it. What else we got around here? Fuel tank, I've got built-in swell pot. The tank, I've actually got alley here that's been painted signal yellow with a car to go here. It's like the firewall. As I said before, it's got baby Atlas, it's got ZF slipper, it's got Cosy rear discs. This is the front suspension, which is a little bit special. So they're gas gold coilovers with remote reservoirs, high spec brakes, alley hubs, just your crank steering arms, rose jointed TCAs. I've also got anti-dive kit to go on it. I'm probably going to get my rad tucked up in here and bolted through this panel. Yeah, so the plan with it really, oh I forgot my wheels. Got the RS 4-spoke Revo splits, image splits. I'm actually going to paint these centre signal yellow, and I'm going to be taking these Allen key bolts out and putting the proper E-sockets in, because I think they're a lot tidier. The bonnet in the boot are still at the painters. It's got a fiberglass bonnet. As you can see here, it's going to be pinned here, and I'm going to drill some holes. I think that's actually the holes where it was pinned before. I'm going to pin it there. I've gone for fiberglass bonnet, just a little bit lighter, a little bit easier to take it on and off. I mean, you can just unbolt all 4 pins. It's got the boots pinned, but I've gone for a normal steel boot because everyone told me that fiberglass boots just leak, and I will still use it in the rain, so I don't really want that leaking. I've got full carbon tillet seats to go in it, again trying to stay light. I've got carbon dash top, I've got carbon front and back bumpers. I'm sort of just doing a little bit of a modern twist on it. I know quite a lot of people are going to think I should have put a Pinto back in it because it's the original Mexico, but I just feel like a Duratec's going to be a bit more reliable. They make power a lot easier. They're cheaper to use. Not that I'm trying to be cheap, but I just think they're more reliable. I mean, that Duratec is just got SBD cams in it, standard pistons, Simpson manifold. I'm probably going to go either Link ECU or maybe an ECU Master, and I'm hoping it makes around. Well, if it makes over 200, I'm happy, and it's not going to cost me nowhere near much as a Pinto. I mean, I don't mind a Pinto, but I just like a Duratec, and if I ever do sell it, it's not a problem that I can bolt a Pinto back in it, or even if I want to put a Pinto down the line, I don't have any body mods for a Duratec, so it's not a major problem to do that. What else is there? Like I said, I've got the carbon dash, I've got the carbon seats. At the minute, it's a bit of storage, but I think the first thing I'm probably going to do is get the cage in. So I'm probably going to get the cage in and the engine and boxing together, and that'll be a video. After that, I'll probably get all my suspension on, mount the reservoirs. I'm going to do a full build on it. So after that, I'm probably going to do my brake system. I'm going to braided line it, all my own lines, make all my own lines, all the fittings. I'm still not sure if I want to run the lines in the car or out the car yet. I know there's a bit pros and cons of both. Same with the fuel line, I'm not sure if I want to run it in and out. I know if you run them in and you run it with Teflon, I think it's Teflon PTFE, that it actually takes the smell away. But again, I know some people say it's dangerous if a line splits or even an AN fitting starts weeping. Obviously it can damage your paint, it can set a light, loads of things can happen. So I'm still not too sure what I'm going to do regarding in or out yet. So I'm probably going to be doing weekly updates, if not weekly, every 2 weeks, once the big jobs are out of the way, like putting the engine in and the cage in, which are like 2 or 3 man jobs. Then I can start cracking on with the smaller stuff like suspension, brake lines, fuel lines, and all that stuff on my own. I'll take a few days off work here and there, and I'll even come in the garage after work and crack on myself, so progress will be a lot quicker once they're done. Our next meet is July the 17th. It is at Ep1 9PE, the same place as last time. If you missed the last meet, you definitely want to come to this next one. If you're watching this video and you haven't seen the previous video of our meet, I definitely recommend going and watching that, and even attending if you're local, or if you're not local and you don't mind making a trip down, it's definitely worth making it down. I mean, you're only going to get bigger and better. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed the progress, and thanks for watching.